Alright, so I'm in the Tegu part of the yard and I'm going to be inspecting the cages and making sure that they're ready for the Tegus to move in, because the time is upon us finally. Spring is here and we're going to be moving the Tegus out later this week. So right now I'm actually inside the Tegu enclosure, and I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'm just one, cleaning it up a little bit. Two, I'm going to look inside the hide, make sure there's no spiders, and make sure there's no rats, because that's happened before, and just make sure that the enclosure is ready to move in. I'm putting their water bowl in here. I'm going to fill that up, and we also have lights. Even though we're outside, I have a lot of shade in my yard, so each enclosure has one light, just one, a small basking area, just in case they need a little extra heat, even though it's probably not necessary, but I tend to overdo it sometimes, and I worry about, you know, meeting all the requirements, and so I like to provide one basking area in each enclosure. So here is the Tegu hide that's in every single enclosure. We use these cylinder blocks to help maintain the temperature. They keep it cool when it's hot and they keep it warm when it's cold. Then we have a piece of plywood on top with a brick on top for a basking area right underneath their light. We also have a little bit of hang off over here to create some shade if they want to crawl back inside there. And that's just to give them opportunity to thermoregulate. Thermoregulating is something that reptiles do. They're dependent on their environment for their temperature, and so they will bask, warm up, move to a cooler area. So that's why we make sure that we provide shade. We provide a hide that's large that they can get in and cool down. We also provide the basking spot. Three things that are important in any enclosure if you're outside or inside. So we got the brick off. Now we're gonna slide this top off, see what's inside, and also show you all kind of how we have it set up. Okay, so that right there is a Reptitherm habitat heater made by Zoomed. There's my dog. It helps keep the hide warm when we need it to, so we can keep the Tegus outside longer throughout the year. And right now I'm actually going to turn it on. That way, oh, a little knoll over there. It's on right now. That way, whenever I move the Tegus out here, it's still getting down to like 45, which is fine. Tegus can tolerate that, no problem. But just gives me a little extra security knowing that they're going to be nice and warm once I move them outside. Inside the hide, we have some hay. I'm sure there's lots of bugs living in here right now. Maybe some roaches, but actually looks pretty clean. The hay is just like 6 inches deep, and then this is all good old Texas soil. All right, we got the hide cleaned out. There's just a couple little bugs, a couple spiders, harmless. Left everything alone. Tegus won't mind finding a little roach running around. So we got all that done. So this enclosure gets a check once I fill up the water bowl, and it will be ready for a Tegu. If you're excited about Tegus and Tegu season, subscribe right now. What are you waiting for? Hit the like button and follow us on this journey this spring. So here's the enclosure from the outside. You can see we've got a little grass growing in there. That's always nice. That will die very soon, as soon as the Tegus get moved out. Got the water bowl placed in the back. Something large, deep. They can get in there, submerge the whole body. They like that. Helps cool them down. Also, we have this line. I can't remember what they're called. People bury them in the ground. Irrigation line. They drip. We have that hooked up to a timer. And so every day it comes on for like an hour, drips, it fills up the water bowl, gives them fresh water. It also helps with cooling down the enclosure and providing a little extra humidity, like we need that in Texas. But like I said, I like to go a little bit beyond because I worry that I'm not providing everything they need, and so that's just another thing that we do to help with care. And it's on a timer, so it's easy. Don't have to worry about it. Plug it in, does it by itself. Also, a little side note, this is what we use to power our heaters that are in each hide and the lights. This thing, we have 2 separate extension cords that runs behind all the enclosures, and it can have 2 separate timers, one for the heat pads and then another one for the lights. So the lights come on in the morning, turn off in the evening, and we can do the same with the heat pads, but right now we have the heat pads on 24/7. So This is what we use. It is a Woods. I've used it for a couple of years now. I've liked it, haven't had any problems with it. Even when the power goes off, it saves all the settings, so you don't have to worry about resetting anything. So just a little tip, it's waterproof, has this cover on it, so it works really well for us. All right, so we're gonna stop for the day. We got done with cleaning out the enclosures and getting them ready. This is an exciting day. All right, well, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you haven't. If you love Tegus, you like reptiles, you like to see how things are done behind the scenes, then hit the subscribe button, like the video, comment if you have any questions, and I'll see you guys next time. All right, bye.